This video will cover central thrombocythemia, a myeloproliferative neoplasm. We're all going to easily remember the anchor here because take a look at this movie character here. Essential thrombocythemia is often abbreviated as ET, so this character is what we're going to use to anchor ourselves. To help us remember that this is a myeloproliferative neoplasm, just like in previous videos, we're going to use the name of this company here. If you shorten the word metropolitan, you can easily get to MPN, which is how myeloproliferative neoplasm is usually abbreviated. Grandma here must have worked at Metropolitan all her life or something to have a frame hanging in her living room. Moving on, I'm not going to represent that these patients have sustained and isolated thrombocytosis because that is just a characteristic of this disease and it's easy to remember. ET has a bimodal age distribution with peaks at age 30 and 60 with a female preponderance. This is represented by most of the characters in this image being female, in addition to a character who appears to be in her 30s, and then Grandma here who appears to be in her 60s. Look closely at this character here. Doesn't she look like Meg from Family Guy? And well, Meg is our symbol for megakaryocytes for obvious reasons. The megakaryocytes in ET tend to be mature appearing, large, and hyperlobated. The hyperlobation gives these megakaryocytes their characteristic staghorn appearance. And you guessed it, these staghorns on her hat represents exactly this. One additional fact is that these megakaryocytes tend to be paratrabecular. To represent this, just take a look at this pair of trombones here. The word trabecular sounds similar to trombone, and since there's a pair of trombones, we're going to remember paratrabecular because para sounds like pear. Meg's been putting in work. Look at her with that iron dumbbell. The iron dumbbell in this image represents to us that stainable iron is usually present in ET, and this is helpful to exclude iron deficiency. Okay, now let's finish by talking about the mutations associated with ET. The three associated mutations are JAK2, MPL, and CALR. As in other videos, to represent JAK2, we have the infamous Jack Sparrow here. For MPL, it looks like he's got some delivery or something to make because look at his mail pouch. The mail pouch will help us remember MPL. It just takes some rearranging and shortening of mail pouch to get to MPL. Lastly, CALR is an easy one to remember because just look at the cute cow in his shirt. Cal sounds like CALR, and that's what we're going to use.